Hey, house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 24 updates and spoilers. We only have a few more of these left. Isn't that wild? Happy 21st night of September. Happy Little Shop of Horrors Day. It's a special day, and our house guests of the day are Minnesota Mosang and Jay Schrader. Yay! Thank you so much for your support. We could not do this without you, and we appreciate it so much. So thank you again. And if you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. It's only $1 for a holla. Woo! All right. So before we get started, I also want to thank yesterday's super chatters because that's another fantastic way to support our channel. So Jefferson Tucker, Nina Sosa, Mary Ellen Ludwig, Holly M, Jefferson again, K Diggs 2, and Shane Wright. Thank you all so much for your super chats yesterday. And Randall Westgard, thank you for your super chat today. Shout out to Canada. Woo! All right. So we don't have a ton to discuss here, but let's talk about what we got, right? So when we left off yesterday, Monty was still planning to evict Brittany. He thinks that he has a better shot at making it to final two with Turner and Taylor because they would both take him to the end. They're not going to take each other to the end. And that is true. That's what it looks like would happen. But would Monty actually beat either of them in the end? It's tough to say at this point. Brittany tried to pitch to Monty. She made some pretty good points, but Monty just cannot get past the fact that Brittany and Taylor would take each other to the final two, and also he's really terrified of facing off against Brittany in part 3 of the final HOH competition. So he wants Brittany to go. Brittany does not want to give up, but she doesn't know what more she can say to get Monty to want to keep her. So it's not looking great for her at this point. She can just tell there's no convincing Monty to keep her anymore. So speaking of Monty, Monty and Taylor are in some sort of weird showmance limbo. So they pretty much broke up a few nights ago. Monty was like, I'm setting boundaries, no more sleepovers, because of Goddaughter Gate and Headphone Gate and Monty just being Monty. But the day after that, Monty spent like 4 hours hanging out on the HOH bed with Taylor, talking, cuddling. And I missed this yesterday. But yesterday morning, guess what? Sleepovers were back on the menu. I'm talking like they start making out, the feeds cut away. It would appear that Monty and Taylor did the nasty again, even after the boundaries were set. So it's a real Kyle and Alyssa. So game wise, Taylor is swearing that she would take Monty to the final two, if Brittany goes, which looks like she is. Monty pinky promised that he would take Taylor to the end over Turner. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it. I mean, maybe I'll believe it if I see it, but yeah, so that's what's going on with them. What's going on with Turner? He seems honestly miserable the last few days because he's been having to spend so much time with Brittany while Monty and Taylor are off on their own, and he is just had it up to here with Brittany at this point. But at least Monty has reassured Turner that he will be staying this week, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But he's really going through it. So yesterday afternoon, one of the only interesting game conversations that we can talk about, Brittany and Taylor were chatting in the HOH room, and Brittany says, I have an idea. Brittany says, maybe, Taylor, that you and I can stage a fight. You gotta love whenever we get to the staging a fight portion of the evening. But Brittany says we can make Monty think that we would be upset with each other and we wouldn't take each other to the end. And you can tell Monty that you're studying with me and giving me wrong information on purpose, so then I won't be as strong in the final HOH competitions. You gotta love her for trying, right? But they agree, you know what? It would probably be pretty obvious to tell that it was a fake fight and it's not real and, it's not going to happen. So I don't think they're going to do this fake fight. But Brittany then starts talking about how Monty is playing too safe of a game to win, in her opinion. Where is his big move? He's not even going to get full credit for taking out Michael because he split that with Turner. So Brittany says taking out Turner would be his big move, but he's not going to do it. And at this point, as I was working on this, was the time when I realized that there was a mouse in my kitchen. So it was very distracting. But anyway, Brittany acknowledges, okay, it doesn't really make sense for Monty to keep her in terms of increasing his chances to get to the final two, right? Because let's be real, if it was Brittany, Taylor, and Monty in the final three, Brittany and Taylor are taking each other to the end. So Monty would have to win and get himself to the final two. But Turner and Taylor in the final three with Monty, they would both take him to the final two. So Brittany says Monty has played a smart game, but it's been a safe game. You don't win if you don't take any risks, right? You got to have some big moves on your resume to impress the jury. So it was in my kitchen, not the Big Brother house. So Brittany says Monty has an inflated sense of what a good, clean game he's played. You know, he's always talking about, or he always puts on airs that he is this like honorable guy, this honorable player, like he's played such a clean game. And Brittany says it doesn't matter. This is not a game rated by honor. She says Turner has made way bigger moves than Monty. He's taken bigger risks and he's survived that. You know, a lot of times people will make a big move and then they're gone in the next few weeks because people don't want to keep them around with a big resume move. So Brittany says, if Monty takes Taylor to the end, she's going to try to rally the girls to vote for Taylor to win. Brittany is not sure if she could get Michael on board with that. Why the heck not? He was close with Taylor. I'm sure he wants to support Taylor. But then she's realizing, oh yeah, Michael probably would vote for Taylor over Monty, especially when he finds out that Monty had the chance multiple times to take out Turner and passed on that. Michael is not going to respect Monty not going for the big move of taking out Turner. So Taylor's like, okay, sick. I would win 5-4 if I could get Michael and the girls to vote for me. So that would be cool. And they agree that Taylor, if she could win HOH and take Monty to the end, she would have an even better chance of winning, right? And they feel like, yeah, Taylor would have to pick Monty over Turner because they feel like she wouldn't have as much of a chance against Turner. So Brittany is talking more and more about what a huge mistake she feels Monty is making this week. She says there is no way she's going to vote for Monty to win personally because she feels like he is taking away her lifelong dream and her ability to start a family. And the backstory there, if you haven't been keeping up, she's been talking about how she needs at least $40,000 to either adopt or start IVF treatments to have children. But I feel like that's not really fair to say that Monty is the one keeping her from doing that. Like, you can't put that on him. Everybody's got their reasons for being there. But she says, like, that is going to be a reason for me to not vote for him in the end. Yikes. I mean, don't vote for him all you want, but don't say it's because of that. Like, But Brittany says it's going to be really embarrassing for Monty to keep Turner over her. Okay. So then they were talking about that for a while. And then the rest of the night, Taylor was studying the days a bunch. She knows she needs to have her info down for parts 2 and 3 of the final HOH competition. Other than that, the house guests were all playing cards together. And then today, everybody's sleeping late because what else is there to do? They stayed up super late, just messing around, and then they slept in super late. Taylor was studying some more today. I believe Monty and Taylor actually talked about studying together, which they acknowledged was kind of weird, you know, because they might be competing against each other. But they do want to study together to make sure that at least one of them beats Turner in the final HOH competitions. Okay, so Taylor, don't study with him. That's it. We've got the eviction tomorrow. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome in.
Hi. I have a
Bowie.
hurry.
Beyond the knee. Yay.
Hurry up.
The eviction is tomorrow. Brittany, thank you, is still leaving unless something crazy happens, but I don't really envision that. And then they should be starting part 1 of the final HOH competition tomorrow. It is traditionally some sort of endurance competition. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the one.
Endurance.
Yeah, endurance. Where, the one where you're like standing on a little pedestal and you're holding onto your rope as it like swings around and like knocks into some sort of obstacle.
What if they made them sit on a spike?
I mean, how long can you endure? So that's what I'm thinking it'll be, but who knows? But it is usually some sort of endurance. Okay, so I want to thank today's super chatters. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to Sandra Sanders.
Yeah,
Yay!
happy birthday.
Hope you're having a great day. And that must be so fun to have your birthday be on the 21st of September. What a special day. I actually heard the song on my way over on the radio.
Did you?
And I was blessed.
I heard it this morning.
Yeah, it's a good one. So happy birthday again. Randall Westgard, thank you so much for your super chat. Pika Blue Gia, thank you so much. And they asked, do you think Monty wins against either of them? I think that Taylor would beat Monty. I don't know. Yeah, I think she would. I think she'd have a lot of support. I don't know about Turner versus Monty. It might be Monty in that case, but I do really feel like Turner made such bigger moves. I see Brittany's argument for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I would vote for. I would vote for Turner over Monty, but I don't know if the rest of the jury would stick with that. But that's a good question. Norm the Cat, thank you so much. Vincent Campos, thank you for your super chat. And Vincent says, go Taylor or Turner. Monty's behavior of late is trash. I would agree. I've also noticed he's been talking about Paloma a lot lately. Palomar. And like praising her and like.
What?
No, I just don't get it. I don't understand
it. Is Palomar hanging out with Chris Brown waiting for him to step outside the house?
I don't know. But it's too much. Dane Thomas, thank you so much. Holly M, thank you so much for the super chat. And Sean Davis, thank you so much for the super chat. And Sean says, it's too many shows coming on tonight. Survivor, Masked Singer, and Amazing Race. Hopefully there's a jury segment tomorrow.
Too much goodness.
There's a lot. Yeah, a lot starting up again. I mean, Dancing with the Stars just started the other night, which was excellent.
Yeah.
That new Star Wars show just started. My fiance was enjoying that. I think it's called like Andor or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I kept hearing ads for that on the radio. What else is starting this week?
You sure it's not Mandalorian?
Imagine. That's the big secret. No. British Bake Off just started last week, so like there's a lot.
Yeah, that's a Friday night show.
Friday night. There's a lot of good TV coming back. And I guess, it's the fall lineup starting up.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. But anyway.
There's no what was the big draw when you were in middle school? The
TGIF?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to look forward to that so much. Yes, that was a good time.
Well, Friday nights when I was a kid was the Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
And the Partridge Family, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
And it led into the Tom Jones variety
hour.
Ooh, yes.
I would love a Tom Jones variety hour.
Slip out of those underwear.
Throw your underwear on the stage. Candy, thank you so much for the super chat. And Candy says, thank you, Maddie and Janet. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we're going to call it there. But we will be back again tomorrow. I just want to remind you guys, there is not a new episode tonight because they wanted to leave the way open for the Survivor and Amazing Race premieres. I believe Survivor's 2 hours tonight, and then Amazing Race is an hour after that. So, should be fun.
We'll probably be talking about that in our vlog, on our vlog channel.
Yeah.
But once
Big Brother's over, we're going to bring back our Thursday night live streams. So, yay. Something to look forward to there. So we'll see you tomorrow for the next spoiler. Yeah. So, until next time, much love. Bye, everybody.